From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you've had a nice Saturday so far. Starting off, taking a look at conditions across the area. Pretty much not a cloud in sight. You know what? Even the marine layer is pretty subtle here through today, paving the way for another very hot day to be sure across the area. We got those widespread triple digits in the area, 105 to 107 from Trinity County out towards the valley as well, and eastern Humboldt County, where even some of us are up to 108. The rest of us are in the lower to mid 90s out there, dry and clear. For our Saturday. Tomorrow looks very similar in a lot of ways too, but I think our weekend is going to be where the heat peaks. We're going to be cooling down over the next several days, over the next week or so. In fact, we're going to get back below average. By the way, we do have that heat advisory in some of those lower elevation areas, although up in Modoc County and East Siskiyou County, we have that as well. Notice Trinity County, Humboldt, and Del Norte, you're also in that heat advisory due to those really elevated temperatures here through today and into tomorrow. But I think after that, check this out. Things change. I showed you this morning this graph here, and it's only continuing to pretty much escalate in terms of what our temperature trend will be like. Notice off to the east, you get some pretty substantial ridging, high pressure that keeps them warm and above average. Notice off to the west here, well, Mother Nature's a physics-based system. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Where there's a balance off to the east, you got to counterbalance it, and that's what we're getting here in the west. You get this below average batch of temperatures coming in as we head into mid-August. That's going to be our big cool down over the next week. Now, don't be mistaken. It's not necessarily going to be cool, but it will definitely be pretty below average as far as temperatures are concerned for this time of year towards the end of the week. Let's take a look. On the coast, we'll be back in the mid, maybe even lower 60s there by the end of the week. 70 for now, though. Go a little further inland and out towards Trinity County. Keep in mind where we still have those heat advisories for the next day or so, and you'll see some big changes coming by the end of the week. Notice these triple digits starting to fade away by about Wednesday. So about midweek, that's where the big changes start to creep on in. And those 90s very quickly turn to mid to upper 80s by Thursday and into Friday. That's true for Trinity County, too, where we'll be hovering around 90 by the end of the week. Mount Shasta City, Alturas, Modoc County, and out towards the East Mountains, the same story. Notice those upper 90s here for tomorrow, Monday out there, Mount Shasta City. Lower to mid 80s by Friday, so we're cooling down widespread, a good 15 degrees, some spots even higher than that in terms of the temperature delta, as it's called, through the next 7 days. Alturas, yeah, same story, 85 or so by Friday. I think that's going to happen. Some of us will probably struggle to break mid 80s in that time frame as well. In the valley, we might even see some upper 80s by the end of the week there. Now, still, we have those heat advisory criteria temperatures for some of us in the valley, although most of that is off to the west. Nevertheless, though, it's going to be hot for our weekend. Monday is going to be the day things change. That's going to be the last day of those very consistent triple digits. Tuesday, it could go either way, a little bit on the fritz there. We'll be in the upper 90s, near 100 nonetheless. But, listen, all bets are off by the middle and second half of next week. So let's just go ahead and say Wednesday. That is our divide between the hot weekend and hot first half of the week and the substantial cool down by the end of the week, getting us to below average temperatures, fortunately dry, not associated with any wet low pressure system across the area.